This has to be a joke. So, Amir Ghalenoei has announced his preliminary 30-man World Cup squad, and I'll put it up on the screen now. I'm not going to go through every single player's name, pause it so you all can read through it, but it is trash. Essentially, the preliminary squad is the squad before the final World Cup squad. There's 30 players on this list, and 4 of them will be cut for the 26-man squad for the World Cup. Not only is Amir Ghalenoei's brain absolutely fissin' June mush, but he's essentially setting us up for self-sabotage, because the biggest names that were excluded from this list is Sardar Azmoun, Alihiyar Said Manesh, Mohammad Javad Hossein, either or of Saman Fala or Mehdi Zareh, who all should have been players that should be in this preliminary squad, but none of them are in it. Obviously, a lot of them haven't really featured that much for Team Melli because of Amir Ghalenoei's stubbornness. But at this moment, with everything that has happened, with how these players have been playing and haven't played, because we mustn't forget, the PGPL has been suspended because of everything that has been going on in Iran. So a lot of these players, which we saw in the recent friendlies against Nigeria, Costa Rica, are clearly not fit. They are not up to par. So why would you not call up a handful of players that not only not play in Iran, but play at a higher level in Europe, that are playing day in, day out? But instead, you have stuck with a majority PGPL squad for this World Cup. Going through it section by section, when it comes to the goalkeepers, fine. I didn't expect anything there. Those are all goalkeepers I would call up. But most definitely, please do not go into this World Cup with 4 goalkeepers. Please cut one of them. When it comes to the defense, like I said, Saman Fala, Mehdi Zareh, one of those 2 guys should have been in there. One big positive is Danial Eiri, who has been killing it in the recent preparation camps that they've been having for all the domestic players. He's been a baller. But the fact that we have brought him back, old man Hajsafi and Rezaeian, is so mind-blowing to me, because those guys haven't really been in the Team Melli fold that much in the last year. And Ali Nemati, how did this guy get into a World Cup squad? He is garbage. He is 28, 29 years old, has never played for Team Melli prior to Amir Ghalenoei's hire, and he's going to the World Cup over younger, more talented, athletic center backs, one that plays in Europe and one that was arguably one of the best defenders in the PGPL in 2026. But here is Nemati. The midfield, for the most part, is okay. It is one of the better selections. Like, I love that Razzaghinia and Ghorbani are there. Like, that's good, but I have a hunch he's not playing them. But somehow, I love Rouzbeh Cheshmi. He is a cult hero for his goal against Wales. But he shouldn't be here. He barely plays for Team Melli. You couldn't have given a younger guy his spot? Mehdi Torabi. That dude is washed. And don't even get me started for his absolute dick riding for the Islamic Republic. Those are 2 players that have no business to be in the national team anymore. And you have guys that are playing so well in Europe that are more athletic, add more of a creative factor in Said Manesh, Hossein, but choose to play these absolutely washed, no good PGPL players. If you were going to call up a PGPL player, why not bring in Kushki? He's a guy that most us fans would have been totally okay with. We saw in his cameo in the match against Uzbekistan how much of a difference maker he can be. Has that Khalilzadeh type style in play, the trickery, the skills that this team desperately needs. And then for the forwards, obviously the biggest exclusion is Azmoun. But funnily enough, from all the players that I mentioned, Azmoun's exclusion isn't even the biggest robbery. He's obviously not here purely due to political reasons. There was all these rumors circulating that he was probably not going to be part of the Team Melli squad. He apparently had been kicked out, and I guess he's not coming to the World Cup. I thought he was probably going to be included. We saw Azmoun do something very similar back in 2022, but Carlos Queiroz had the balls to be like, you know what? Yeah, you guys might be saying that I shouldn't call him up or you don't want me to call him up, but I'm the coach. I make my own decision. I have cojones, and I want Azmoun in this team because all these other forwards, like for example, that Ghalenoei has called up, are just garbage. And I thought Ghalenoei had maybe at least 1 testicle, but he does not even have any. He had no balls to just be like, you know what? I'm calling up Azmoun. I don't care what you all are telling me, what all these political figures are pressuring me into doing. But he caved in and chose to call up a guy like Ali Alipour. That guy guy is so washed. Don't get me wrong, I've had my criticisms about Sardar Azmoun. Yes, I do think he washed his career down. Yes, he did not live up to the hype. Yes, he has been injured and hasn't had a great season this year. But he is so much better than all the other forwards, especially Ali Alipour, who you have called up and brought. And a little bit of a small one, the fact that Reza Gandipour wasn't even in it, especially because he's been in really good form recently, and again, is better than most of these other striker options that have been picked. And I'm again looking at you, Ali Alipour. And you know what the worst part of all of this is? Amir Ghalenoei had the gall to go on and say this after his preliminary squad was announced. The absolute gall to say something like that when you have left out some of the most technical, athletic that the Iranian national team has left. You are just the king of waffling. I've said that so many times, but you just waffle. I am praying that you do not continue as the head coach. I hope, as Mehdi Taj has done millions of times, is just lying to all of us about how Amir Ghalenoei is going to be the coach in the Asian Cup, because I do not want to see him anymore after this World Cup. Don't get me wrong, I've said this numerous times. I think we have one of the worst pools of players that we've probably ever had in the Iranian national team, but we are literally self-sabotaging ourselves to not even bring in the guys that could make a difference and even just give us that 1 to 5 to 10% chance of making history and getting out of this group. And you don't even want to give yourself the best chance of doing so. You are trying to do this on ultra hard, thinking that a guy like Alipour, Torabi, Cheshmi, Nemati are gonna get you over that finish line. You are literally the definition of waffle, self-sabotage, and Fesenjun mush brain Amir Ghalenoei. This preliminary squad list was an absolute crime that we did not include Azmoun, Said Manesh, Hossein Zare. These are all players that are younger or actually bring some type of high-end experience to this team. But you have chose to pick some of the most bummiest PGPL players, and mind you, players that play in a league that has been suspended and they do not have as much match fitness, unlike most of all the other guys I just mentioned that are playing day in, day out in higher leagues than the PGPL. Amir Ghalenoei, you have absolute blood on your hands if you do not pull something out of your pockets to get Iran out of this group, because this squad list does not fill me with much confidence. Do I think we are like absolutely cooked? No. But do I think our chances just got that much more harder? 100% yes. So that's just my instant reaction to this squad list coming out today. You all will probably be seeing this like a day or two after it's been announced. As always, we are getting oh so close to the start of the World Cup. So if you are new to the channel, love Asian football, but more specifically the Iranian national team, this is the channel that you need to be at, because I will be covering Iran throughout this World Cup. So make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers before the tournament starts. And I know with your guys' help, we could reach that goal. Let's try to get this video to over 100 likes just to give us that 1% chance of good luck. Maybe dropping a like on this video will just give Amir Ghalenoei one extra brain cell that he is missing, because he's missing a lot of brain cells. And if you all enjoyed this video, don't stop watching now, because I have so many other fantastic videos across my channel. So click over here to watch that video next, and then click here as I post content weekly on the channel and you don't want to miss it. But boys and girls, I hope you'll have a lovely day.